What if I told you that you can host your own Minecraft or game server on the cloud for free and set it up like a pro, even if you have never touched a VPS before? So in this video, I'm going to show you how to install Pterodactyl Game Server Panel on a VPS step by step in the easiest and most error-free way possible. And the best part is I'll be using Kamatera Cloud, which gives you 30-day free trial, so you can practice this entire setup without spending any money upfront. I will first show you how to sign up and get your free VPS from Kumaresan. Then we will move into the full Pterodactyl installation and game server setup. By this end of this video, you will not only understand how Pterodactyl works, but you will also have your own working game server panel running on the cloud. So let's get started now. First, we will see how to create our account on the Kamatera. I will provide the link in the description. You can check that out. If you click on the link, you will have a page like this. Consider 30-day free trial. Here you need to enter up your email ID and password. To consider it says 30-day free trials and you will get credentials up to $100. And you will also have 1 TB of cloud storage and you also have 1 TB of outgoing internet traffic. So let's create our account first now. I will provide the link in the description. You can check that out. So let's enter up our email ID and password. Enter some email ID here. And once you have entered this and click on create account, it will redirect to a page like this where you will have to verify your email address now. So let me open up the Gmail and let me click on this URL here. Consider now our email has been successfully verified. It will redirect to another page. Consider welcome to Kamatera Cloud platform. Here we need to add our billing profile. Click on add billing profile. Here you need to enter up your credentials, that is the credit card information. Don't worry, they won't charge anything until the free trial. So you can use this for 30 days free trial. So enter up your card details. So make sure you enter up this. So I will continue after I complete this information here. After you create account on the Kamatera, the dashboard will look very similar to this. Consider this the dashboard, and here on the left hand side you have my cloud. If you click on the consider, we have many options. We have servers. You consider this is the servers that I have created previously. So first you will create a VPS on this Kamatera. Then I'm going to show you how to install a Pterodactyl game server on those VPS. To create a new server, you have an option called the create new server, create new desktop, create new app, and create new service. So let's first create the servers now. To click on server, create new server. Consider this is the page where we will create our VPS. Here you need to select this zone. The zone is very important. Make sure you select the location that is nearer to you. So I'm gonna click on Asia and I'm gonna select this Singapore. This is the nearest zone for me. Then if you scroll and consider, here you can select the OS for your VPS. Server OS is available. Windows, Ubuntu. I'm gonna select the Ubuntu. And you can also select other OS as well, Debian, Fedora, Linux Mint, and apps. Many apps also available. Consider Volama. Lots of apps available here. You consider Volama, Open Web UI, many things, WordPress. So we will focus on the VPS and we will set up the Pterodactyl. I'm gonna choose the Ubuntu here, and the version is I'm gonna choose the latest version. And if you scroll down after you choose the version, you consider you need to select the server specs. I'm gonna select the general type, or you can choose the dedicated availability. I'm gonna choose the general now, and you can allocate some CPUs to your VPS. I'm gonna select 4 CPUs. You can also choose depending on your needs. You can also choose 12 CPU, but I will choose 4 CPU, and RAM I'm gonna give 4 GB, and SSD I'm gonna give 30 GB. It will also list the billing cycle here at the bottom. Consider it will be charged $66 per month, and the hourly I will be charged $0.09. And if you want to add any SSD, this you can also add, and make sure you choose this public internet default as well. And finally you need to enter the password. Enter up your password here. So make sure you remember this password because this password is set for the admin user. So I'm gonna retype the password here now. So you can set up both the passwords match, and you can also give your name for your server. So let me type a unique name for my server. I'm gonna type Tero VPS. So this is my name for my server, and below that consider it will show the monthly billing as well and hourly billing as well. Monthly I will be charged $66 per month. So finally click on create server. You consider it says processing. Just give you a few minutes. Consider now the server has been successfully created and it is added to the task queue. Let me open up the task queue. Consider here our server is creating. Consider status is 40%. So I will pause the video here and I will continue after the server has been successfully created. Now the server has been successfully created. Consider the status is success. So if you want to view the details, you can click on this icon. It will show all the details here. Consider the source IP address and the service name, all the things. And you consider just select the server name you considered. Here it will display all the information here. You can also connect as well. And if you want to close this, you can have your option here. Actions, power off, you can suspend, you can reboot. You can also reset the password. If you forget the password, you can reset the password and many things here. Let's first see how to SSH into this VPS because we are interested in the SSH. Then we will install a Pterodactyl game server on those VPS. So to SSH into the VPS, just click on the server and click on connect. Consider here we have the username. The username is default. That means the username will be root. And if you want to connect to this, we need the IP address, right? To get the IP address, click on Networks tab. Consider here we have the IP address. Let me copy the IP address and the username will be root, right? Let me open up the command prompt now. So here type cmd in the command prompt and open up. Here you need to have SSH root. This is the username. Type @ and we need to type the IP address. Let me go to Networks tab. And let me copy the IP address here and let me open up the command prompt and paste it here. Consider this the command ssh root @ and paste your IP address and press enter. Consider are you sure you want to continue? Click on yes. So it will ask for the password. Let me type the password. One thing I want to tell you is that even if you type the password, it will not be visible. Consider now I have successfully logged in into this VPS. Consider root at Tero-VPS. Let me clear the screen. If you type the df-h, it will list what are the folders are available. And if you type free-h, you consider we have used the 4 GB RAM, right? Consider it says 4 GB RAM. So let me clear the screen. And for those of you who don't know what is Pterodactyl, Pterodactyl is a game server similar to how we have a web server, right? We have web server for websites and we have Pterodactyl. Pterodactyl is for the game server. You can maintain a game server. So you consider this is the Pterodactyl. So Pterodactyl game server. So this is the official website. Let me open up the official website. Pterodactyl panel. Consider Pterodactyl is a free and open source game server. Why we choose Pterodactyl? It provides lots of features for the gamers. Probably you have watched many videos, but all of the videos you will face difficulty in installing this. But in this video, I have created a special repo for you. So let me open up the repo. In the repo, I have give you the detailed steps that you can follow to install Pterodactyl without having any issues. I have fixed all the issues that you will be facing beforehand. So for that, let me go to my GitHub repo here. Consider this the repo. I will provide you the detailed steps here. How to prepare your VPS, how to install all the package. This installation guide will be error free, so you won't get any errors. Follow this installation guide. Here I will provide the link of this guide in the description that you can check that out. Let's first prepare our VPS. What we will do is we need to update our system because now only we have a connected our VPS, right? We need to update our packages as well as upgrade our patches. So let me copy that command and paste it here in this VPS. Consider it starts upgrading our packages now. So it will take some time. So while it is taking, we can explore this installation guide here. And the second important thing is you need to set the time zone. Time zone is very important for the Pterodactyl game server. So make sure you set the time zone that you have choose when you are creating the server. In this case, I have choose the Asia and Singapore, right? That's why I have typed Asia Singapore here. So make sure you select the zone that you have selected when you create the server. Consider when you click on create new server, you will select some zone, right? This is the zone that you have to set on the time zone. Consider you have to set what zone that you have choose when you are creating the server. This is the very important point when you are choosing the time zone. Consider is still processing. Just give you a few minutes. And in the server management page also it will show what zone you are using. Consider ASSG, that is Asia and Singapore. All the packages has been updated and upgraded successfully. Let's go for the second step, that is using the time zone. So let me set the time zone now. So now the command has been successfully executed. Let me clear the screen now and let's paste the command. So the time zone will be Asia, Singapore. Let's verify our time zone now. Let me copy this command and paste it here. Consider the time zone is local time zone is Asia, Singapore. Again, I am repeating, time zone is very important when you are setting the Pterodactyl game server. So let me copy the second command, that is we need to install the basic packages, that is curl, duplicate, unzip. We need git sudo all the basic packages. So let me copy this command and paste it here. Consider if we will install all the packages. Now the packages has been successfully installed. Let me clear the screen now and let's go for the second one, that is the installing the PSP version 8.2. This is very important. We are using the PSP version 8.2. Though go for the latest version, make sure you are using the PSP 8.2 only, because in the latest version you are having the many issues. But so let me copy this command and I'm gonna install the PSP 8.2 and paste it here. Consider it is installing the PSP 8.2. So while it is installing, what are the things that we are installing? We are installing all the required packages that is needed for the PSP 8.2. Then we are enabling the PSP 8.2 and then we are starting the PSP services. And finally, we have the command to verify it. So it is taking some time here. And if you want to see the statistics of this VPS, what you can do is you can go to the Kamatera dashboard and click on your server. If you go to statistics, you consider lively, it will show the CPU usage. Consider it shows the CPU usage, and below that you have all the statistics here, minimum, maximum, average. Now the PHP has been successfully installed. Let me clear the screen and let's verify our PHP now. Let me copy this command and paste it here. Consider now the PHP has been active. Consider active is at running. And the version that we are using is the PSP 8.2. This is very important. So now we have completed this step. The second step is installing the MariaDB and Redis. So MariaDB is used to store all our storage there. This is our database here. So what I will do is I will copy this command and I will paste it here and press enter. It will install the MariaDB and the Redis database for us. This is our backend. As usual, we will store all the game data over here, MariaDB and the Redis. Now the database has been successfully installed. We will check the status now. Let me clear the screen and paste it here. You can see that the database is active and it is running. So now we have completed this step as well. Let me clear the screen now. And finally, we will create the database. So we will create it one by one. So let me copy this one and paste it here. You consider it asks us to enter the password. Let's enter the password that you have set earlier. So you consider now we have the MariaDB interpreter. What I will do is I will create a database called the panel. So for that, let me copy this command and paste it here. Now the database has been successfully created. Then we can create a user. So for that, copy this. You can change the username and the password here. So consider for this example, I have to Petro at localhost. You can change this if you want, and I have give you a password called a strong password. You can change this if you want. Press enter. Now we have created the user. Then what I will do is I will give all the permissions to this user. So copy this and paste it here. And finally, we will copy these two commands to exit this. That is flush privileges. Paste it here. And finally, we can exit this MariaDB interpreter. So type exit. Now we are in the VPS side. Then we need to install the Nginx. For those of you who don't know the Nginx, Nginx is a web server which will use for the UI. We need a UI, right, so that we can interact. So to view the UI, we need a website, right? So to host the website, we are using this Nginx. You can also explore more Nginx web server, and we are removing the Apache as well, because Apache, if we already have Apache, then Apache will take the port number 80. We don't want to do that because we are only needing Nginx. So by default, we are removing the Apache if it is present and installing the Nginx. So let me copy this command and paste it here. So it will install the Nginx for us. Now the Nginx has been successfully installed. Then we can verify if it is running or not. So below that we have a command called verify Nginx. So let me copy this and paste it here. Consider now the Nginx has been running perfectly fine. Let me clear the screen now And this is the most important part. We are installing the Pterodactyl panel here. So let me copy this code here and paste it here. Let me clear the screen and paste it here and press enter. You consider it starts downloading the Pterodactyl panel. Now it is successfully installed. Then let me clear the screen. Then we are going to install a composer. So let me copy this command. Composer is very important. So paste it here. Consider it starts downloading. So using the composer only, or we will add the user. Consider composer is running perfectly fine. So let's verify it now. Copy this command and paste it here. Consider it is asking us, do not run composer as a root user. Do you want to continue? So I'm gonna continue now. Type yes. So consider composer is running perfectly fine and it shows the version number. Composer version is 2.9.3 and the PSP version is 8.2. So perfectly fine. Then we need to install all the dependencies that is needed for a Pterodactyl panel. Copy this command and paste it here. You consider continue as super user. Type yes. It will download all the dependencies that is needed for a Pterodactyl panel. You consider it is asking us the author email. Type your author email here. This is for the creating the X. So Kumaresan@gmail.com, or I'm gonna choose another one, kumaresankp21@gmail.com, and the application URL. Here you need to type carefully here. The application URL will be the IP address of your VPS. So to get the IP address, go to the Kamatera dashboard and go to Networks tab. Copy the IP address here and paste it here. So before that, type http://2/ and paste the IP address and the time zone. So the time zone that we have set is the Asia Singapore. Consider earlier we have set the time zone, right? Asia Singapore. Copy this and paste it here. This is our time zone and it is asking us to choose which database you will be used. Consider Redis is recommended, so make sure you type Redis. Type Redis. Consider it is the recommended one, and session driver. So it for this also we will use Redis, and queue driver same we will use the Redis, and enable UI based settings editor. So we will give yes here. Enable sending anonymous telemetry data, and we will say yes as well. And Redis host, so it is running on a local host only, so type the local host only. So type 127.0.0.1 and press enter and type a password for the Redis database. So make sure you remember the password because this is very important when you log into the database. And the Redis port is 6379 and enter. So database host, since it is running on the local host as well, make sure you type the local host. That is here it is present 127.0.0.1 and the database port is 3306 and the database name is panel. You can say it says earlier we have created a database, right? So you need to enter the database name here, that is panel, and the database username. Here you can set the username here. The username that we have created earlier is Terra, that is Tero, and type your database password here and press enter. You can see that now we have successfully created the database and along with the X as well. This is this user and administrator. Type here. So type the email address for the administrators and type the username for the same as well and type the first name and type the last name and set the password for the administrator. Now we have successfully created the username field for the administrator. Consider we have the email ID, username, name, admin equal to yes. So now we have created this, right? We can move ahead now. So if you want to capture this, make sure you take a backup of this because this is very important. So make sure you take a screenshot of this. So I have taken a screenshot here. So I'm gonna clear the screen now. And finally, we have install this, right? We have installed the panel dependencies. Then we're going to give you permission for this dependencies. So for that, copy these commands here and paste it here and press enter. Then we're going to configure the Nginx. We have installed Nginx, right? We need to set up the server. For that, copy the first command here and paste it here. It will open up your editor like this. What you need to do is you need to copy this code you need to copy this server code here. Let me copy this and paste it here. And here for the server name, you need to replace it with your IP address. So for that, I will type my IP address here. To get the IP address, as usual, go to your Kamatera dashboard and let me copy the IP address and I will paste the IP address here. So to close this, so just press Ctrl X, consider, and press Y here and enter. That's it. This is how you close. So let's go to this second step now. So copy this command now and paste it here and copy the remaining commands as well. So let me copy this, paste it here, and let's usually copy this remaining command because we're gonna restart the Nginx and paste it here. Consider now the Nginx has been successfully restarted. The syntax is okay. Let me clear the screen now, and finally we need to open up your browser. So in the browser, type your IP address. So just open up a new tab and copy the IP address here and paste the IP address here. Consider it will open up a Pterodactyl admin page here. Consider login to continue. Here you need to type the username and password that you have set earlier. So let me type the username and let me type the password as usual. So finally click on login. We have finally set up the Pterodactyl game server here. We have a few more things that we need to do. So I will show you. Consider this is the Pterodactyl website. Here you can click on admin. There are no servers created currently now. We will create. Click on admin now. Consider administrative overview, and below that you have the option called nodes. First we need to create a node, and you can also go through the settings as well, but we will focus on node. Click on node and here click on create new, and before that you must have at least one location configured before you can add a node. So let's create a location first. Click on create new. So the short code will be Singapore since this is a Singapore VPS. Click on create. Now we have created the location. So now go to the node and click on create new. Give a name for your node now. In this case, what I will give is, I will give first node. The location is Singapore, leave it as default. The node visibility is public, and the QDN, this is the, you need to give IP address here. So let me go to the Kumaresan dashboard. Consider we need to log into the panel before proceeding further. That's what we are doing. We are currently proceeding our installation guide. So let me copy this IP address and paste the IP address here. This is the QDN and communicate over SSL. So since we are using the IP address, right, we need to use HTTP connection, and the proxy will be not behind any proxy. So make sure you select not behind proxy, and make sure you type the total memory. I will give random here, but if you are doing this, make sure you do according with your needs. I will give randomly, but this is very important. Memory allocation, make sure you do this carefully. Very important step. Make sure you give this carefully. Click on create node. Consider now the node has been successfully created. Consider if you go to nodes, currently the node list, we consider error connecting to node because we need to configure something in the backend. Let's try to do that now. Let's proceed further. Let's go to the second step, that is the installing Docker. We need to configure something in the backend. So let's first install the Docker for that, and let me copy and paste the command here. Consider it starts installing the Docker for us. So it will take some time to install the Docker, and once we have installed the Docker, we need to install the Wings as usual, and we have already created this step, that is the create node. We have already created this step, creating the node, so we will skip the step. So let me open up the command prompt now. Now the Docker has been successfully installed. Let me clear the screen and let me start the Docker status. Let me see the Docker status and paste it here. Consider now the Docker has been successfully running, active and running. Let me clear the screen, and then we need to install the Wings. So to install the Wings, copy the command and paste it here. Consider you start installing the Wings. So if you follow all the steps that I have installed in this installation guide, you won't get any single error. I have fixed all the errors for you. So make sure you follow all the steps. So let me check the Wings version. So if you get any output similar to this, that means the Wings has been successfully installed. So let me clear the screen. So we need to create this node. We have already created the node. You consider, as I told earlier, FQDN is your IP address, and the scheme is HTTP, and the daemon port is 8080. Then we need to connect Wings to the panel. So on your server, so let me copy these. We have created these steps. So let me copy that and paste it. It will open up a window like this. Here what you need to do is, so here you need to copy and paste the node configuration. So to get the node configuration, what we need to do is we need to go to the Pterodactyl dashboard, click on your node. Let me click on node. If you go to configuration, you can see here you have the configuration file. So we need to copy this configuration file and paste it here. So let me exit this shell. Now to exit this, again I'm telling Control X, press Y and enter. That's it. So this is how you exit. Let me clear the screen. The second step is creating the Wing service. So for that, I will copy this and paste it here. It will open up another GUI window like this. Here you need to copy and paste this command here. So let me copy and paste. So let me copy and paste it here. Again let me exit this and save, and finally we can start the wings. So let me copy these 3 commands, paste it here. Now the wings has been successfully connected to the panel. We can add some allocations, right? So let me see the wing status. You can see that the wings has been successfully running active. So let me clear the screen. Now let's see the allocation. Now we consider we need to add allocation here. To add the allocation, go to the Pterodactyl dashboard. You consider after the configuration we have your tab poly allocation. Click on allocation. So to go to this, just click on node, select your node, go to allocation. This is how you reach this page. Here on the right hand side you need to paste the IP address. To get the IP address, as usual, go to the Kamatera dashboard. Let me copy this IP address and paste it here, and you can give a name for your IP address. I will give you my name as usual for alias, and the port number is, you can choose any port between these days, but I will choose the first port number and paste it here and click on submit. So let me choose this port number, click on submit. Now we have created the allocation. If you go to nodes, consider we have fixed almost everything. Only a few steps is there. And finally we need to create the game server. That's it. We have literally done 90%. We need to create the servers. If you type the wings, consider if you get any output similar to this, you consider the wings server has successfully started. So let's go to the Pterodactyl dashboard and let's create our game server now. Under the servers, you can say we don't have any server, right? We can create a new server. Let's click on create new. Let's give you a name for your server. So in this case, I'm gonna give first to server, and the server owner will be type your username, that is Kumaresan. This is my username, and you can give server description. You can say default allocation. It will select the allocation that you have typed. Allocation, additional allocation if you have any, you can give the database limit. So I am giving this randomly, but when you are doing it for the first time, make sure you give this properly. This is very important. So database limit, allocation limit, so CPU limit, you can give depending on your needs and depending on your resource. So memory and disk space, I will give 8000. So I'm giving this randomly, but it is a very serious one, so make sure you do this with careful. So finally, after you have completed all the details, click on create server. Now our server has been successfully created and it is running on the panel. Consider it will take some time to install. Please allow the daemon to few minutes to install the server completely. If you go to servers, consider it is installing. To check the status, just click on the server and click on this link here. Current egg is Minecraft. So to view this more information about the server, just click on this link here. It will go to another page like this. Here this is our Pterodactyl game server, and the current egg that we are using is the Minecraft game. You consider it is installing all the things that we need for the game server. So it is installing for the Minecraft game. You can download the Minecraft client and play this game with your friends. So yeah, I have already fixed all the common errors that you will face. I have fixed the time zone issue for you. I have fixed the engine export conflict for you. I have fixed the page not loading error for you. I have fixed the wings not connected error for you. I have also fixed the allocation error for you. So if you follow my installation guide, your game server, Pterodactyl game server will be active and running. And if you want to install any other games, just open up a new tab and type Pterodactyl X. Here you can choose any egg here. Let me click this one. It will open up a GitHub page. You consider I'm gonna choose the game egg. So let me click on game X. Here you consider you have many games here. You can choose any one of them. I'm gonna choose what I will choose the Among Us. So you consider have the imposter server and they have these standalone games. Let me click on that one. So I will download this JSON here. So let me download this JSON. I will click on JSON. And so I have an option called download file. Let me download this JSON file. Consider accept Minecraft. Our Minecraft server has been successfully installed. Now you can play the Minecraft game. So let me click on accept. Our Minecraft game server has been successfully started. Here it will show all the Pterodactyl game server logs here. If you scroll down, there will be a lot of logs here. This is how you install a Pterodactyl game server using this Kamatera VPS. And consider it will show the CPU load, memory usage as well. There are many things here. This is the console and our IP address. This is the IP address that if you have set ELA and our uptime and our CPU load. You have many things that you can configure. We have the files, you consider we have the files here, databases, schedules, users. Yeah, you can also back up your Minecraft game, and you can also have the network tab here. So this is the network that we have set earlier, right? This is our IP address. Let me copy this IP address. Consider this is our first server, and currently we have installed the Minecraft. If you want to connect with this, you can just download the Minecraft client. Download this Minecraft client. Consider this the one. Just head over to this website. If you download this Minecraft client, then you can play this game using your this ID that you have created now. You just have to type the IP address along with the port number in the Minecraft client. Then you can play this along with your friends. And finally, let's see how to install the custom eggs now. This is the default egg that comes with the Pterodactyl, right? You can also install some custom egg. To do that, if you go to the phone page, you consider we have the first server, right? Which is just created now, and the CPU load is 50%. We have downloaded this Among Us egg, right? We can import this as well. For that, what we need to do is we need to go to the admin tab again and click on, you consider below we have a nest. Under the server management, we have a nest. Click on nest. And we consider currently we have a Minecraft source engine, voice servers and Rust. We can import the new egg as well. Click on import egg. Here you need to select the JSON file. Click on choose file and you consider this is the file that I have downloaded. And click on open and click on import. That's it. This egg will be successfully imported, and you can choose this among a Pterodactyl game server as well. So this is how you install a Pterodactyl game server on a VPS. That too, they are providing the 30 days free server. Using this, you can try the Pterodactyl game server first. Then if it works for you, then you can go for the premium version. I will provide a Kamatera 30-day free trial version link in the description. You can check that out. And this is for this video, and I will continue in the next.